Hello everyone, Melanie here from CGL Recruiting. Our topic today is job hopping. Have you been labeled a job hopper? Don't know what it is? Well, we're going to talk about it today. As always, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to our channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give us that thumbs up if you feel that this information is helpful. So what is job hopping? Well, generally that is described as someone who is moving positions in a period of less than 2 years. Now, in the past, that was almost unheard of. And in fact, people loved staying with a company for multiple years because they got pensions. Well, in the US especially, that just doesn't happen as much anymore. And more people are changing jobs more frequently. Now, as a rule, I usually recommend that you do try to stay with a job for a minimum of 3 years. Anything below that, and you can start to appear as a job hopper to some companies and hiring managers. But sometimes it's outside of your control. And other times there's an opportunity that presents itself to you that is just too good to pass up. So is it okay to hop from one job to another from time to time? Yes, it is. But you just need to know that there's another side to that coin, and your future employer may not view it as positively as you do. So, how do you overcome job hopping when you're looking for a new role? Well, it's going to depend on how often you did it. So let's walk through a couple different scenarios. If, for example, you have relocated from city to city for personal reasons, and that has impacted your job tenure or the time that you've spent in each position, I actually recommend you put that on your resume or in your cover letter. It's very easy to put a little parentheses underneath the company name explaining the reason that you left and that you relocated from one city to another. And that most times is going to be seen as a non-issue. You can do the same thing if you're one of those individuals that has unfortunately been caught in several layoffs. It's fine to list it as laid off, reduction in force from the organization. And that way you're answering that question really up towards the front of the conversation you're having with the company, so it doesn't keep tripping you up. Now, if that is not the case, it wasn't a reduction in force and it wasn't the relocation, and it was for a better reason of you got a promotion or more money or a position with a bigger company that was more attractive to you or aligned with your cultures and values, that's what you want to share in a cover letter. That's the type of information where you can say, I was able to obtain this wonderful new position that afforded me the following, and give information in that cover letter about why you made that choice. Now, sometimes the reason you job hopped was because the position just wasn't a fit for you. It just wasn't the right job duties that you didn't enjoy. You didn't love the people you worked with, the company culture. It can be a million different things. So if you are in one of those situations and you get to the point where you're talking with either HR, a recruiter, or the hiring manager, and they're asking you about that, the big danger is do not badmouth that company. Nobody likes to hear a negative connotation come out about another company when they're looking at you joining their organization. Now, I'm not saying to lie. We never, ever recommend you lie or falsify anything. But there's a way to tell the story without coming across as negative, because you don't want that negativity to transfer onto you as a candidate. So if it was just not a fit, be open and honest with them, saying, it was a role I was very excited for, but it just wasn't a cultural fit for me. So I decided that I wanted to move on to something that more aligned with my values or with my work ethic or whatever it was that drew you to the next role. You can overcome job hopping. Just try to be open and honest as you're discussing it. Now, moving forward, more and more it's being seen as acceptable for people to be job hoppers and move as long as they've done at least about 2 years with a company. For everyone that's watching these videos that has been affected by the economic downturn from COVID-19, this is something that's affected the whole world. We're going to see this blip on resumes, in every country that we look at. So don't feel that this time that you are going to be unemployed, or if you had just joined a company and then you got eliminated because of COVID-19, don't feel that this is going to reflect badly on you. Everybody is in this, and everybody is going to understand and give you the benefit of the doubt. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.